Hello and welcome back to The Wandering Wind. It's been a few weeks and I wanted to come back in a big way because there are some new developments with YouTube's website, and a lot of them are things that I myself have trouble with. So this will be a two-part video, and both parts will be anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes because I want to give you the best bits of information that I can possibly find for you. So please, please, please share this video with everyone that you know, and be patient and watch through to the last minute of the video. Here we go. So the first bit of information that I've gotten that really troubles me and really warrants this kind of a video is recent changes to YouTube's own agreements with us, the creators. And the biggest problem that I'm seeing is new documentation that says that YouTube will now be showing advertisements on non-monetized creators' videos while still not paying them if they are not in the partner program. This raises two big questions, one of which is unpaid labor laws and whether or not they apply to this situation, and two, just how much liability YouTube has now with possibly another scandal where videos that are not advertiser friendly are getting ads on them for products that the company does not want associated with these types of videos. We saw this a couple of years ago with different situations cropping up, which led to the Adpocalypse 2.0. We have the mini Adpocalypse happening right now because of COVID. We have other things going on. All of the time we have all of these issues, and all because of YouTube's less than stellar history of making decisions regarding both advertisers and creators together. And this is just one more piece of the puzzle. Now, I want to actually read the actual documentation for you that lists this new policy. So let me pull that up for you. Okay, here we go. This is the right to monetize section of YouTube's terms of service, which, might I add, we who already have channels here do not agree to necessarily. It says right to monetize. You grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, and such monetization may include displaying ads on or within content or charging users a fee for access. Okay, this last bit really concerns me. Charging users a fee for access. If this applies to channels not yet in the partner program, this could be big. This could be a big issue for some people. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments. Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and the YouTube will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will withhold taxes from such payments. These payments include, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, or Super Chat. So basically, under the new terms of service, they have the right to monetize whatever they want for whatever they want. Then it says what this means. For channels not yet in the partner program, we've added this new section to let you know that starting today, we will begin slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos from channels not in the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. This means that as a creator that's not in the program, you may see ads on some of your videos. Since you're not currently in the program, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, though you'll still have the opportunity to apply for the program as you normally would once you meet the eligibility requirements, which, if you are not aware of, is 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers in the last year for both. So if you do not have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 365 days, even if you have over 5,000 subscribers, or over 6,000, like I think. I don't know. I think I've got over 6. I'm not sure. But either way, if you have over 1,000 subscribers, but you do not yet have the watch hours to back that up, you're not eligible. So basically, they're making money off your content, which you don't get anything from. For monetizing creators in the US, we've also updated the terms of service to mention that any payments from YouTube to US creators will be considered royalties from a US tax perspective. Some creators may be required to submit tax information in AdSense and be subject to US withholding taxes if required by law. US creators will be generally unaffected by these withholding taxes as long as they provide valid documentation. So basically, yours being screwed over by YouTube while not getting anything back from them. Okay. In fact, dermacrosis, the number one the number one response to this article says, it quotes, he quotes, "For channels not yet in the partner program, we've added this new section to let you know that starting today, we'll begin slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos." And then he goes on to say, well, this is a worrying change. It destroys the whole defense against a lot of ads we have used in the forum, especially against those conspiracy theory nut jobs. This is not a good path to go down, especially if the channel owner is not getting anything from it. You're making money from the ads placed on those videos, so you need to come up with a way to pay those channel owners. Even if it is an auxiliary partnership where they get money but none of the perks of being in the partner program. I'm not a YouTube fanboy. Craig can back that up, but in this area, there was a valid and logical defense against complaints about the number of ads in videos. In addition to a recent change, you're making it harder to defend against claims of trying to force people to take up premium or essentially have an unenjoyable YouTube use experience. It would also likely reduce your content from a lot of users as they may decide to make their videos or channels private or unlisted, the majority of which are your loss leaders. Even though they make you no money in and of themselves, they bring more people to YouTube, who then move on to other channels where you do actually make money. So basically, YouTube is both screwing themselves over and screwing the creators over by doing this, by monetizing videos that are not explicitly within the partner agreement. Not only are they liable to possibly be legally in trouble, but this is also just a bad situation overall because you're still, in a lot of ways, opening the door for different controversies. Like I said, from the... You're basically opening yourself up for a lot of trouble, is what you're doing. And I know you don't care, YouTube. I know you don't care because you are a big platform. You are owned by the premier, in fact, the monopolized Google, who is owned by Alphabet, who is owned by some of the most highly wealthy people in the world. You're the number one search engine, both for videos and generally. You're the number one streaming service as far as free users and active users. You're the number one social service in that you do have somewhat of a social platform as well with YouTube now. I always thought maybe we'd just go this route anyway instead of having Google Plus. Thank goodness that happened because Google Plus was trash. You have numerous ventures that are making you tons of money. Why do you need this particular ad revenue stream? Why do you need this particular revenue stream when it's doing nothing for you except for possibly opening you up to trouble down the line? I don't get it, YouTube. I don't get what your thinking is here, because I personally, I don't know legal stuff. I don't know business stuff, but I do know a bad deal when I see it. And this is definitely a bad deal just on the face of it, just on the face of everything that's going on right now. With that being the issue, you're seeing a lot of trouble. You're seeing bad mojo, bad stuff. But I digress. I mean, who knows? Maybe tomorrow it'll make more sense. Maybe in a month it'll make more sense. In a year it'll make more sense. But right now, the only thing I can say is that this is bad for business. It really is. And with that, I'm going to take a short intermission and allow our sponsors to speak to you about one of our products that we have for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys after the break. Hey there, are you tired of paying too much for your security in 2020? Do you want to protect your data, your assets, and your information from big companies like Google, or even from your own internet provider? Well, Surfshark VPN is the answer for you, because right now they have an 83% discount on their services and 3 months free for new users. Now, with that price, you get preventable hacking protection. You can prevent hackers from being able to get into your devices, whether it's your smart home, your phone, your computer, your streaming device, whatever. You can prevent hackers from getting into your stuff and being able to use your information against you. You can also avoid malware. Different types of malware can really screw up your computer, and this is a great way to prevent that as well. You can also get advertisers off your back, because they will no longer be able to influence your behavior using your data. And you can even prevent your own internet provider from seeing your data and selling it to advertisers and other companies. And right now, you can get all of that for the low price of $2.21 a month for the first 24 months of your subscription, with the purchase of a 2-year plan. And that'll just be a little bit less than $60 a year for 2 years right now. That is a great plan for those of you that need a good VPN service. Surfshark VPN, quality that outshines the price. And so now on my second part, I want to talk a bit about the recent ban of video creator and adult online entertainer Belle Delphine for citations of overly suggestive content, quote unquote. They used a different word. I will not use that, as I wish to stay somewhat viewable here on the platform, and using those kinds of words can get you shadow banned pretty quick. However, I want to talk about that because this seems to be somewhat related. I pray not. Many of us who are on the reporting side of this also pray not. However, it seems like this may be a precursor to what may be a new YouTube purge for these specific types of content and channel. So, first of all, who is Belle Delphine? Well, you may know her as the Bathwater Girl. About a year ago, I think, she was in the news for selling Gamer Girl bathwater on her websites. And I do believe she still maybe sells it. I do not know. However, Despite the many thirsty, sorry for the pun, thirsty fanboys who willingly and gleefully bought her bathwater, which was probably nothing more than water with some green or whatever food coloring in it to make it off color. I feel like she got a lot of hate for that, and she did. But now she is being, I guess, persecuted, targeted, whatever, again, over supposedly overly sexual content. However, all that she ever posted were 6 videos, 3 of which were music videos that were slightly suggestive. However, there are other bigger companies and bigger creators out there who have music videos with overtly suggestive content in them that are still present on the platform. And this is why I fear for the future of YouTube's freedom of expression and creativity with these new rules and with this new non-partner monetization step. Because I feel like with this happening and with Belle Delphine being banned so soon after the announcement of that, I feel like these probably are linked in a way and are, in fact, problematic in a big way. Now, what do I mean by problematic? Well, let's say, for example, you are a content creator who likes to make videos, parody videos, about an angry, fat video game nerd that kind of likes to either freak out or smash things or whatever, and you happen to be named, I don't know, Frankie. I'm trying to use alternative names to, not actually put out anyone as, anything. But say you have that kind of a channel. Say you make those kinds of videos. All of a sudden, because you have not appropriate content, you get silenced, you get shadow banned, you get demonetized or whatever. And if you're a creator that isn't even on the partner program, then it's even worse for you, because not only do you not get a notice, you don't even get a warning, you just get a ban. And you're gone. All your content is gone, because assuming you don't have a different platform that you either upload to or that you have an upload library somewhere backed up in the cloud, either on Google Photos, which is another thing I will touch on later, or some other thing, there's going to be a lot, and I mean a lot, of things that will really destroy your ability to do much of anything. I feel like in 2020, we are seeing the first steps on the way to true censorship on a platform like YouTube. Now, for years, YouTube has been mostly neutral on censorship beyond a certain few things like political issues or conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Other than that, there are very few things that are being overtly banned. Now, however, with the partner program monetization part being extended to non-partnered channels in order to grow YouTube's wallet more, which I think is a bad idea, YouTube, I feel like this is opening up a whole can of worms as far as YouTube being gung-ho over the whole thing when it comes to censoring anything that could possibly not jive with advertisers and get them to lose more advertisers than they already have. There have been several advertisers that have left because of previous snafus, shall we say. If we get any more, YouTube might not live. Creators can move to a different platform, but YouTube itself is still the biggest streaming service out there. Still the biggest actual service for newer creators to actually grow a significant following on something other than a 1 minute video platform like TikTok, where the attention span of most of the kids on there is so low that they won't watch a longer video on YouTube. That's not their platform. That's not their forte. That's not where they want to go. They don't want to go to YouTube and watch a 5-minute video on how to cook something. They want to watch a 1-minute TikTok video that's overly simplified that they can watch in 1 minute or less and just gain a bit of knowledge from or have a bit of fun with and then move on to the next video. YouTube, I feel like YouTube is getting to the point where they don't care about the small creator, which is not actually anything new. They haven't cared about the small creator in quite some time. But I feel like nowadays, broadcast yourself is nowhere near what YouTube should actually be using as a tagline. It should be popular with millions of viewers or something else, but not anything about being yourself, because you honestly, even I had to put on a persona to be suitable for YouTube. I would love to somewhat break out of the mold that I've made for myself and actually be pure unadulterated Gregory. But unfortunately, one, that wouldn't help my message at all. And two, it wouldn't help the algorithm to make it like me any better. It wouldn't. I feel like in 2020, we are just losing our way with being creators. We're focused too much on the end result and not enough on the process. But we're also leaning too heavily into relying on YouTube to do it for us and for YouTube to take care of us. They're not. They're taking care of their bottom line, and they're taking care of their top percent people. They're not caring about you or I. They're caring about the ones that make them the most money. And if we can be the money makers for them while they don't have to pay a dime to us, good for them, they say. Good for them. And bad for us. And they don't care about the bad for us. Honestly, this is a year that I may leave YouTube for good. I may leave YouTube for good this year. I don't know yet. I hope not. I want to stay. But if YouTube is going to be this way, if YouTube is going to make this so difficult for anyone, I don't want to be part of it. I don't. I'll find another platform. I'll create more on my own stuff. But I won't use the YouTube if it's not going to be useful for me. And if it's not going to be fair. And it hasn't been fair in years, so I don't know. Anyway, this is just one man's opinion. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you decided to help me out by clicking the affiliate links in the video's description or in the pinned comment down below. And as always, have a wonderful day. God bless you and see you soon. Thanks for watching.